What did you say to Steve?
So we were just talking about like, I really love classic. Like it's probably my favorite as far as shape and posing and stuff goes. But even when I first started bodybuilding, I wasn't able to make the weight cap. So now looking at it, I think the pro weight cap for me is like 190 at 5'7", and right now waking up shredded, I'm 240 in the morning. So I'd have to lose about 50 pounds, which is like chopping off a leg. Doesn't really make sense. So we're just trying to bring that classic posing and shape to the open.
Just say what you said about Martin again.
Oh no, I've been following him on Instagram, and honestly I knew he looked like this in person, but he looks fucking sick. He's gonna do great, you know, because to have symmetry with that much size, you know, not a lot of guys in the open have that, you know, and he's not a very tall guy too, which he's not a very tall guy, so you can see, you know, how much compact, and there's so much aesthetic to his physique. That's the word I was looking for.
Hey guys, my name is Olivia Gravenguaard, IFBB Pro. I am here at Destination Dallas in Dallas, Texas. We have a big event week this week, and then we're finishing off the week with the Texas Pro. So it's just cool to be in here with all the athletes training, and today we're gonna hit some legs. So just finishing up some priming work, gonna hit legs today. So I like to get my hips really warm, knees really warm, and then I finish off my priming work with walking lunges, more so as a test to see how all the joints are functioning and if I feel warm enough to get into the workout. So I'm going caffeine free right now. So I took the Elite today, and I really like that because I still get the pump, I still get the focus, but without all the stim, which has been a really good break, and I've surprisingly still felt really good through my workouts. So just had that about 30 minutes ago, and then I'll have my intro through the workout. Getting all warm. You never want to just jump into hamstring curls cold. That is not a good idea. That is just asking for a hamstring tear. So, you know, later into the workout, I like to taper down how many warm-up sets I do, but definitely for this first movement, especially with hamstrings, work into it. It's important. So I competed last year in September. I had a few months of off season and started prep again in March. Was gonna do Chicago. About 5 weeks out, a couple weeks before that, I started thinking, I'm just not in this in the same way that I felt last year. Like something's not quite right, and I'd had a few people kind of confirm some thoughts I had about wanting to go to physique. And, you know, all of them consistently told me, don't put off what you need to do for you. And, you know, it's only worth it if you're pursuing what you love. So knowing that, I felt like it was worth taking off the time to just come back with what I really wanted to present. And I'm excited. So now I'm growing. I cut prep short, started growing, and about 8 weeks into off season. I would definitely like to compete next year, but for me, it's all about, I know what I want to present. So I'll see how much I can grow. Right now, that's my main focus, and then decide from there when and where a show could be.
Do you track all your progress?
I do. That's made a big difference for me, not only from like getting stronger, but having something to focus on other than body weight in off season. Focus on tracking, focus on progressing your logbook, and you can kind of shift off the body image focus. Before I had been at like a Lifetime, which is not really comparable because it's really commercial. So coming somewhere like this where there's an actual community, it's really cool. But then what I learned is it's not just that there's like a community in this gym, is that there's so much like culture because people travel here to come train here for events and things, that it just, the environment continues evolving, and it's really, really cool to see it as like a central hub for athletes. I'm definitely excited to see Martin. It's been really cool seeing him grow and come up, and he's taught me a lot about training in the few times we've gotten to train here, and it's just cool to see someone who takes the time to understand what goes in behind the scenes, apply that, and like actually grow very obviously on that. So I'm excited to see him, what he presents this weekend. carbs, and intra. In prep, these stay in for as long as possible, and I think that shows how important they are. But I always feel really good after prep being able to get like the full serving, because it does make a big difference on these workouts where you really need high output if you're gonna give it your all on just a couple sets. Glad to have this. You can't just have the mindset in prep. Some people do. I think that's why they feel really lost in off season. But you have to have the mindset in off season. It just can't be focused on the same things. Like if you're continuously focused on staying lean or being a certain weight, I think you lose the purpose of it. So to me, the mindset is more important than the behaviors in the end, because it really shows like how long you're gonna be able to do this.
Leon was doing weird faces behind
me.
You're like really serious, cool talk.
That's classic.
And I like wanted to show his face so bad, but I couldn't really.
I'm over here talking philosophy. I'm over here like just pouring my heart out, and you're in the back.
Hey.
That's it for isolation. So walking lunges and then actually ending with adductors. It's interesting because you don't think of yourself as the next generation until you hopefully get the chance to like meet people who have been in this for a long time and like can tell you how much it's changed and how like you're at the front of the changes, which is really exciting because we get to shape the sport, and we do that by presenting our best, and we're the ones shaping what the judges will eventually go towards, because we're building the sport from the inside out, which is really cool to me. For me, I just hope that I can at least give someone to relate to when it comes to the struggles of this sport. There's a lot of us out here who can put in the work, achieve the goals, but I think it's really important that people know it's not easy and it's okay to struggle and it's okay to not be perfect, as long as you're committed to continually growing. And I just hope that I can communicate that both by being honest about my own journey with it, and also like as a coach, just being able to be there for people mentally as well as just the physical.
Don't know where you think you're going. Oh, let me break this down. Your situation here is no win. And your time's run out. Forget about running. And no one's around. I'm sick of this stalling.
So that is a wrap for leg day. It was an all-around leg day with more of a hamstring focus. So you got to see my process for training, and I'm excited to show you guys more. I know there's a lot more cool content coming out soon, more this week. Right now, we're getting ready for a big meetup here at Destination Dallas. We've got the Gasp and Better Bodies teams here, so I'm really excited about that. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment below, and you can support me on my Instagram, Old Soul Made New, Olivia Gravenguaard, and use my code Old Soul at HD Muscle, Gasp and Better Bodies, and I will see you guys soon.
What's up? Ready?
Ready? Yeah.
Let's do it. We are going to do an interview with Freddie. So, the promoter of the show, they announced with Gasp and Better Bodies a couple months back that they were gonna have open here now. And in doing so, Freddie called me out and he said, hey, you're doing a Texas Pro. He talked me into it because Texas feels like home. And I ran into him at the check-in and he said, hey, come back and let's talk and just get a little overview of what's gone on since we got to see you commit to us and say that you were gonna come to Texas, and then kind of how the prep has gone and stuff. So we're gonna run over and talk with Freddie, and then probably just chill in the hotel room with our feet up for most of the day today.
Texas has a serious bodybuilding community, so
Yeah, no,
it only makes sense.
Texas is bodybuilding. I mean, Ronnie, Branch Warren, come on, that's bodybuilding. Just gotta find Freddie. There he is.
Who's interviewing you?
George Brown. So I'm guessing it's maybe Maximum Muscle Report.
Okay.
But I'm not sure who George is interviewing for. I've interviewed with George only one time. It was out at Junior USA's in like 2018 when Hunter Labrada won the overall. That's the first time I met him. So bodybuilding is a small world. I've been in it for a short period of time, but ended up meeting all the great people already.
Yeah.
I'm around 240, waking up. And really excited to show off the package that we put together. So put on a lot of tissue since then, changed the physique a lot since then, and grown up a lot since then. But it's still just a kid having fun, man. You know, I'm only 24 years old, and I'm just trying to soak this all in and enjoy it. Most of these open guys been doing this a hot minute longer than I have, so I'm just trying to be the kid having fun on the block.
Perfect, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Hell yeah, man. All right, guys.
Okay.
Let's do it.
That was really good.
I love it. I like talking, honestly.
Yeah.
If I can talk about bodybuilding, I can talk all day. I'm just like your brother.
Yeah.
We got on the phone the other day, and I think Dorian and I ended up spending like an hour, and then he's like, hey, I'm gonna run in and tan really fast, and then I'm gonna call you back. And like, he called me back in 15 minutes. We talked for like another hour.
Oh,
so MJ does nothing small. We only do big things. And MJ wanted to put on a show, so he sponsored this one, and he's gonna make sure that it's one of the best. And I'm sure that even though it hasn't been announced, I guarantee you that the winners will get taken care of by Gasp as well. MJ is just a giving, wholesome-hearted human being, and he loves to give back to the community. So as you guys can see here, it's just filled with cool, fun things that everyone can enjoy, and that's what MJ is all about: bringing fitness, bringing health and promotion of life, and enjoying life to everybody. And that's a big reason why I'm with Gasp and Better Bodies. It embodies what I am as a person, and I really love that about this company. And you get to see it all throughout the weekend as we've gone on, that it's just continuously giving back to the community. Really cool.
I love it. They like literally took Destination Dallas and put it in a convention center.
Yep.
You know, like they have the little details.
Yeah,
like
little tiny stuff.
The chain fence is like at the gym. These chairs, all the little goodies are given away here. Better Bodies, and
I bet they'll
stickers.
I bet they have Gasp training videos on the TV the whole day too. And stuff.
Be awesome.
It'd be really cool.
Hopefully you can come to the show tonight, but we'll see.
Yeah, it just kind of depends on how my body's responding and stuff. Right now I feel really good, but I'm also not gonna risk anything with my look. Just to watch the show when I can watch the live stream.
Yeah. Why do they call you Brett?
Everybody just thinks we're like, they don't understand that we're two people sometimes.
No way.
Yeah, no. It's funny. When I first moved to Denver, and I would end up training by myself, like hardly ever, but maybe once every like 3 weeks, we have a session where Brett goes home to visit his family or something, and I would stay back and train. And it would be funny, like, one of his clients would like walk up from behind me and put their hand on my shoulder and be like, hey Brett, and I'd be like, not Brett. But we're the only two that are really built like that in the gym.
Oh, okay.
And then the other thing is like our facial structure is not a lot the same, but still like kind of have the hard jawline and stuff. So we do look a little bit the same, and then we dress the same. So I don't know if I showed you guys yesterday. I think I pointed it out to one of the camera people, but literally the only difference between Brett and I's outfit was what colors we were wearing. So he was wearing the same sweatpants, they were just black. What's up?
Good morning. Resting? Yeah. Crazy week. Busy.
All right.
Oh, you already made everything, eh?
Yeah, I can tell you what I
Nice.
said.
Yeah.
All right guys, so just getting ready to eat here. Carbon up. not a lot of food needs to go in. I stay pretty full off of just a regular amount. So the biggest thing today is just a big water reduction for me to dry out instead of trying to use diuretics and stuff like that. Just gonna reduce my water and slowly let my body push it off. So one of the main things that's gonna help me push off water is I'm taking in a lot of asparagus right now. This is just a natural diuretic. It's gonna help me pee. I'm also eating fish here. I usually am doing 9 ounces of fish, but right now I've reduced it back to 5. Again, that just has to do with digestion. I don't need a lot of protein right now. I'm not trying to build muscle. Protein's more for satiety of this meal, and then also to help push off water as well. The protein will help me pee off water. And this is my carb. I have 75 carbs here from cream of rice, from rice and grinds. These guys have taken care of me. I've used this all prep. So it's just trying to keep things as normal as possible. So I use this as my pre and post workout almost every single day of prep. And because of that, I'm gonna use this all as I carb up. I know it digests really well and have no issues. Then in here, I also have some Fit butter, 16 grams here, just to kind of keep me full and not burn through the food too fast. And then a little bit of caramel sauce here just to make it taste that much better because I have the unflavored because we ran out of all the other flavors. So I'm gonna eat this now, and then I have a tan in about 45 minutes. Gonna get my first coat on, and then just chill back here in the room, kind of keep doing the same things over and over and over again. So now that I'm in prep and I'm this deep, I kind of have a weird way of eating my food. So I eat my protein and my veggies first now, and always save the carbs for last, unless it's actual rice, and then I'll kind of mix it all together. But like I said, because I know the cream of rice digests so well, and I'm doing the cream of rice, it's more like a dessert, so I leave that for the end. Get the protein down, get the asparagus down, the parts that aren't as yummy, and then I go to the dessert. No, so like I'm kind of the opposite. Like I'm okay at photo shoots, but I'm not like good at like just changing my angle to like make myself pretty. Since we started our YouTube, and we've talked to the camera 100,000 times now, it feels so comfortable.
Getting more
easy.
like it's just like a person almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not there.
And the other thing is if the camera person is talking to you like Mariah and you're close with them, it's really easy. So like my camera kid is like my best buddy. He's like a little brother to me.
And they know what to ask.
And I coach him.
Can't walk on the highway.
What? We can do whatever we want. What do you mean?
Oh my god. Martin thought that we could just walk across the grass here to get to the hotel. Meanwhile, there is a huge river and he's trying to get his tan. We made it.
I'm gonna get a base coat too.
Alright, step back in, but I'm gonna powder you up.
Yeah. Alright guys, so as you see, the shirt is Jason, Friday the 13th. It's a serial killer. So if you don't know, I haven't talked about it much on the HD channel, but every leg day for the last like year and a half, I wear serial killer on leg day. It's kind of a mental thing that we just like to do. So we wear serial killer shirts on leg days, and today being Friday the 13th, I thought it was only fitting that we make sure that we wear serial killer today.
Rachel, tell the camera what happened.
I don't know where to start.
I don't know where to start.
Just got my suitcase back. It's been gone for 2 days. I'm not wearing my clothes. Everything was not fine, but it is now fine.